Hi, it's me. You probably don't know me, but you're about to. Today, I would like to talk about this game, Snack World. It's called, the full title is Snack World: The Dungeon Crawl Gold, but we're not going to call it that. We're going to call it Snack World. And this is for fans of level 5, and especially Fantasy Life. Like, let me just guide you through this a little bit. Now, I've never actually played this game backwards in reverse, so this is going to be a little bit of a learning curve. But here we have the town, which, if you've played Fantasy Life, you're like, well, this just looks like Castile in HD. And that's exactly the point. Now, I have done us a little bit of a favor here, and actually made this a little bit easier by recording some videos for us. So now, we get some idle gameplay where we can just kind of enjoy the beauty of this. I'll go through and mute it for us for right now, since the sound isn't really the main point here. So the main point is the visuals and the feel of it. Like, this feels like Fantasy Life. It feels, like, not just in the fact that it looks like it, which it does, but it also, like, just like the way the characters move, the way that things sound, be it the music or be it the sound effects. It's always a good time. And the characters are all fantastic. Let's just see what else we have. Okay, here's some combat. Or at least, at the very least, some exploration. And we have just, like, it's so fun. Like, nothing is happening, sure, I'll give that to you. But look, when the combat actually engages, it's genuinely satisfying. It's fun to see enemies get taken out. It's fun to have your monsters, or in this case, snacks, follow you around and assist you in this kind of, like, fun Fantasy Life combat. Yes, you can play it with friends. I don't have any friends who have this game, so I haven't done that. But you can play it with friends, but in my opinion, you don't need to. As if you just want an experience that is like Fantasy Life in HD, but it dwells more on combat and less on the life simulation elements, then you cannot go better than with Snack World. It's just fantastic. It's fun. It's very quirky. The music is good. The sound effects are very fun. The voice acting is over the top when it exists. Like when you take a character down, they'll usually scream or say something stupid. Now, I get it. This is not the highest budget video, highest quality analysis of this game. This is my character currently. I mean, his stats might be a bit different. He's a bit higher level now, but this is me. And I have been having the best time with this game. So, all that I can say is, if you like level 5, if you enjoy this kind of fun, quirky game, then you kind of owe it to yourself to give this game a chance. And one thing I'll show you here is, if you go to this, which is basically your smartphone, well, here's your stats, current stats. But what I'm interested in here is actually, this button. Left, here we go. Snacks. Snack list. These are characters, monsters, enemies, friends, whatever have you. They, as you become familiar with them by fighting them, they become something that you can take a picture of and recruit for to essentially follow you around. I only have unlocked the ability to have 2, but you will eventually be able to have 3. And here, these are pocket snacks, which are like a meter fills up, and then you can transform into them and just deal free damage to enemies and be one of these monsters for a little bit until you die or run out of steam, in which you just turn back to your regular self, which is always fun. I don't use it all the time, but it's a fun thing, especially if I'm like fighting a boss and I'm like, oh no, I need help, I'm struggling. So here we have right now, currently, I have this one and this one. Flo Flew, and I don't remember her name. Cut Stevens, not a good name. But she's like a raper, basically, and then she's like a healer. And they follow me around as I play, and it is just so much fun. And here I am, and the perspective changes. In only in rare circumstances can you actually move the camera a full 360 degrees, but you know, you get used to it and you learn that, you know, you don't actually really need a full 360 degrees. You just need to work with the terrain and where you're at. So anyways, this is my just like rough simple review. Don't plan on really editing this video, just thought I'd off the cuff it. Alright, so Snack World, the Dungeon Crawl Gold, highly recommended. If you like Fantasy Life, if you like games by level 5, I don't know if ever Oasis is a level 5 game, but you know, games with those vibes, I would lump Triforce Heroes in here. It feels similar. They're both like set from a static city that changes a little bit, but not really. But you then set out from there to go on missions. So there's certain just like kind of combine these together into a soup, and you have Snack World. I was able to find this at a local game store for like $21.99 plus tax, so it was like $24 at the end of the day. Which it came out as $50 brand new, not a $50 game by any means, but I got it for half the price of what it came out originally, and I would have paid a little more for it, having now played it. I think that it is quite fantastic, and yeah, I think we'll call it there. Thanks for tuning in if you did. If you enjoyed this, leave me a comment. See ya.